thousands of parents are missing out on benefits worth thousands of pounds when having a baby. Most families don't know about all the financial support available to them. Here's what's really at stake. Parents could be leaving more than £5,000 on the table just by not claiming everything they're entitled to. If you're expecting or have just had a baby, this could be the most valuable few minutes you spend. Hit that like button, subscribe for more money-saving content, and comment below which benefit you didn't know about. Here's what you need to know. Having a baby is expensive, but the government offers several payments to help. In this video, we're going to walk through every single benefit you can claim, from before birth right through to when your child starts receiving child benefit. Some of these are one-off payments worth hundreds of pounds. Others are regular weekly support that adds up to thousands over time. By the end, you'll know exactly what to claim and when to claim it. Plus, there's a critical detail at the end about national insurance that could affect your future pension. Let's start with the big one, Statutory Maternity Pay. If you're employed and earning at least £125 per week, you can get up to 39 weeks of pay. The first 6 weeks give you 90% of your average weekly earnings before tax. There's no upper limit on this, and then for the next 33 weeks you'll get £187.18 per week, or 90% of your earnings if that's lower. Your employer pays this, and it starts when you take maternity leave. Here's what catches people out. You need to have worked for your employer for at least 26 weeks by the 15th week before your due date. If you don't qualify for statutory maternity pay, don't panic. There's Maternity Allowance instead. This is paid by the Department for Work and Pensions for 39 weeks. You'll get the same rate, £187.18 per week, or 90% of your average earnings if that's less. To qualify, you need to have been employed or self-employed for at least 26 weeks out of the 66 weeks before your baby is due. This helps self-employed parents and those who've changed jobs. It's not counted as public funds, which matters for some immigration statuses. Now for the grants, actual cash you don't pay back. The Sure Start Maternity Grant gives you £500 if you're on certain benefits and having your first child. And in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, you can claim this from 11 weeks before your due date until 6 months after birth. You'll qualify if you receive universal credit, income support, income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, pension credit, child tax credit with a child element, or working tax credit with a disability element. If you're having twins and already have children, you still get £500. For triplets with existing children, it's £1,000. The money is yours to spend on whatever you need: nappies, clothes, a pram, anything. Scotland does things differently and more generously. The Best Start Grant Pregnancy and Baby Payment gives £767.50 for your first child. For second and later children, it's £383.75. There's no limit on the number of children you can claim for. If you're having twins or triplets, you get an extra £383.75 on top. So you can claim from 24 weeks of pregnancy until your baby is 6 months old. And let's talk about food support. NHS Healthy Start in England, Wales and Northern Ireland gives you a prepaid card loaded every 4 weeks. Pregnant women get £4.25 per week from the 10th week of pregnancy. Once your baby arrives, it's £8.50 per week until they turn 1, then £4.25 per week for each child aged 1 to 3. Use it for milk, fruit, vegetables and infant formula at most major supermarkets. You'll also get free vitamins. Scotland's version is Best Start Foods. Pregnant women receive £21.60 every 4 weeks. From birth to age 1, it's £43.20 per child every 4 weeks. Then £21.60 per child from age 1 to 3. Now here's the ongoing support that really adds up. Child benefit pays £26.05 per week for your first or only child, and that's £1,354.60 per year. For each additional child, you'll get £17.25 per week. There's no limit to how many children you can claim for. Claim as soon as you register the birth. It can only be backdated 3 months. Universal credit includes a child element if you're on a low income. For your first or only child, born before 6th April 2017, you'll get £339 per month. For children born after that date, it's £292.81 per month. And there's a 2-child limit for children born after 6th April 2017, but exceptions exist for multiple births and other circumstances. And here's something most people don't realise. When you claim child benefit, you also get national insurance credits. These count towards your state pension even if you're not working. This is absolutely critical for parents who take time off work. Without these credits, you could have gaps in your national insurance record. Those gaps could reduce your state pension by thousands of pounds. Even if you earn over £60,000 and have to pay back child benefit through the high income child benefit charge, you should still claim it and opt out of receiving payments. The national insurance credits alone could be worth far more than the benefit itself. So here's your action plan. So if you're employed, check with your employer about statutory maternity pay at least 15 weeks before your due date. If you're self-employed or don't qualify, apply for maternity allowance instead. If you're on qualifying benefits, apply for Sure Start Maternity Grant or Best Start Grant depending where you live. Sign up for Healthy Start or Best Start Foods if you're eligible. Claim child benefit within 3 months of your baby's birth to avoid missing out. Check if you qualify for universal credit, especially if your income has dropped. Most importantly, even if you earn too much to keep child benefit payments, claim it anyway for those national insurance credits.